Hello, welcome to IMHO.
In my homosexual opinion.
I'm Darby.
And I'm Alexis P. Bevels. The P today stands for ploys. Yes, that's proper ploys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Joining us today is the sole proprietress of the Ozdust Meatball Room. It's Meatball!
Wow! Wow!
Alexis, that was long.
That was really
That
good,
was great.
though.
Thank you so much.
Did you work on that at home?
I thought about it on the way here.
You
so
did?
quick.
And you were
And
driving?
you drove.
I love wicked
She
puns.
did two things at once.
Okay, I gotta be honest. You put a lot of people's lives at risk.
Well, daily. Yeah.
And thank you for doing that.
Can I be honest? I put a lot of people's lives at risk too because I drove here with my eyelashes on, and I'm not supposed to drive without my glasses.
Okay, I have to be honest. That is the most normal kind of driving situation I've heard from you. I've heard a lot worse. So I gotta say,
Like what? Let's not get into it. I did kill that guy.
well, and to be fair, crosswalks, it wasn't properly lit.
Yeah.
That's not on you.
And I'm night blind, legally.
We are here because we have seen this movie called Wicked.
Wicked, part one.
Part one. And Alexis and I were going to talk about it. And then we thought, well, wait, who has made it their entire personality?
Yeah.
And then we thought,
Derogatory.
well, no, there's also Coke. And we thought of Meatball. So welcome, Meatball. Now, can you let the audience know? Because Curtis asked me today and I didn't know the answer. How did Wicked become like your thing?
I don't know. I just started on the podcast. I just started talking about it, and people would like ask me because I was one of the few people that read the book.
Same.
And so when I would talk about the book on the podcast, people would be like, well, what about the musical? Also, Wicked was the first Broadway musical I saw.
Me too.
Yeah. I think that was it. And then in high school, me and my friends would listen to the album all the time.
In high school, yeah, we were young too. It was high school for me too. I loved it.
I think it was
high
I
school
believe
for
it
us.
might have been like my freshman year because I'm so young.
It was high school for us.
Well, I didn't discover it until this guy, I can't say his name, but his last name, I'm not kidding you, rhymes with faggot. He is an in the closet Mississippi gay boy, and he was in the Mississippi College Naturals with us.
Not the Naturals.
What is that?
It's a natural.
Not the big Naturals.
What's a natural?
Oh, I forgot you're not a singer. It's a musical thing. You know, you have flats, you have sharps, and you have natural.
Oh.
Anyway,
I'd consider myself a natural.
but he would go to New York every year by himself to go see a bunch of Broadway shows.
And dumped in.
And he brought back the soundtrack to Wicked and the soundtrack to the last 5 years. And because I like to be subversive, I was like, Wicked, everyone's talking about Wicked. Let me listen to the last 5 years. And then I made that my personality until the Tony Awards. And then when I watched...
Wait, those are both Norbert Leo Butts, right? The last 5 years original Norbert Leo?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
Fun.
He had a really hot moment
He was
for a
hot.
while.
Everyone was always saying that. They were like, I don't understand why he got cast as
I have
Theo.
news. I
He's
have news.
hot.
I have news.
That's
I
not
looked-
true.
Yes, he was. He was hot.
Yes, he was.
And I have something.
Pull up his the black and
And
white.
I have something to say. I checked on him because he's not really in the conversation. I was talking with Darby about this. He's not really in the conversation lately.
Of the
It's all about
movie.
Dina and Kristen.
Yeah.
I know about from the original cast.
Yeah.
But I looked him up. Now he's like bare. He's like hot.
Yeah.
Well, didn't
He's
he,
got such
didn't
a
he just
sex-
pro-trans something?
Oh, probably.
He was
Good.
like really happy trans, liked it,
Oh, fabulous.
loves the trans.
Everyone should.
How would you not know? You don't get it in the newsletter?
They don't talk about him. I'm only tuned into Kristen and
It is
Adina.
weird that he isn't like a part of this whole press tour. Like,
I know.
Adina and-
That's why I was saying, but he
Right.
did. I looked him
Maybe
up, and
he just
I
wanted
think
his
he's.
own
I think
time.
honestly, he seems like a guy who's not like chasing fame.
He's
Wait,
over
yeah,
it.
I actually just looked at his Instagram the other day, and I think he like lives on a farm in upstate.
I think he's
kinda
still
over
doing
it.
shows, but I think he like just likes to do shows. I don't think he like wants. I don't know. I got a very cool vibe from him from this recent video I saw.
Anyway, look him up. Suck his
Norbert
suck
Leo
it.
Butts.
I'm happy for what he did for the world.
I hope he's happy.
I hope he's
He's
happy now.
What was your first Broadway show?
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. After y'all both said Wicked, I have to say Phantom of the Opera with my full chest.
Oh my God, are you kidding?
But it
That's
was like
a
a family
great
visit?
show.
No, it was choir. 2001. We went to New York City. The year was 2001, but it was April. So those towers were standing tall.
Yeah.
Little did the city know what lay ahead.
See, I went in 2003. The night I got there, Broadway, the orchestras went on strike. And then the actors
And you're very anti-union.
I'm very anti-union.
Me too.
And the actors decided to go on strike too. So I was slated to see 3 Broadway shows, didn't see any of them. That next summer, that's when I got my hands on tickets, and then I found my way there. And I saw it 2 days after Kristen left. Actually, Norbert
So you
Leibovitz
got
wasn't in it
Megan
either.
Hilty?
No, I got
She wasn't directly after.
Jennifer Laura Thompson or something.
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
yes.
But I did get Adina, but
Is that a good thing?
I liked her, yeah.
Oh, sure.
There was no comparison back then
doesn't have the breath
because she was like
control.
the only one. But she sounded good live.
She doesn't have the breath control.
Exactly.
Again, but Idina Menzel, I'm so happy she exists in the world. I love the shape of her face. I love everything about her as
Yeah,
an artist.
she's-
I love that new pop song
Beautiful.
she released.
I just-
where have you seen the TikTok where she's like,
Yes.
and I'm coming
And that's
up."
so funny.
Yes.
But here's the thing. Performing live is not her thing, despite the fact that that's her job. And she gave up Tay Diggs' dick.
Well, he was cheating on her.
Okay, but what was she wearing?
Okay.
Honestly, yeah, she was asking for
This
it.
is
This is an unofficial Wicked
this
review.
is an unofficial Wicked review, and there will
we're
be
starting now?
spoilers. There
Wow.
will be
Oh.
spoilers, everyone. So please, if
Very
you haven't
spoiler.
seen this, pausify this video and go watch Wicked, and then come back.
Or if you haven't seen the second movie and have never seen the show, like my husband, and you don't know what the characters end up turning into, we're also going to spoil that.
We're also
spoil
going to
that.
spoil that.
We're gonna
I
spoil
almost
that.
did for her husband.
I did
and-
spoil one for him.
and I almost spoiled one too.
You did, but I yelled at you.
You did, but you yelled at me, and honestly, you made it worse because I was.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh, because I made a big deal out of it.
yeah, and I
Okay,
could have
but
just
I was
moved
mad.
right on.
Who did you almost spoil?
I was gonna spoil spoilers. I was gonna spoil. There's a
Tin
scene
Man.
in Dancing Through Life when Bach did this like move, and I was like, "That's such a Tin Man move."
Oh.
And so I was talking about
I
that.
spoiled Wicked Witch of the East. Because my husband, this is what he says. My husband, Curtis, he goes like this. This is what he says to me. He says, on Broadway, because, the actors in the movie, they use wheelchairs in real life. And they're like, is that the case for Broadway? And I was like, well, no, because she stands up at the end.
Oh yeah, you did spoil.
I just had this conversation with Dipper, and we were like, "How is she gonna do that?"
Well,
CGI.
movie
How did she
magic.
fly? How did Cynthia fly?
Isn't in the book?
She's magic.
Isn't
Oh, shit.
isn't in the book Nessa not wheelchair but no arms?
She has no arms.
She
Yeah.
has no
Yes.
arms. It would have been really hard to cast or really easy.
I think it would have been easy.
It's
There's
so
probably
hard
a lot
to
of
cut a
no-limbed
pa-
actors.
It'd be so hard to put a cast on someone with no arms.
Okay.
Okay, that was
So
good. I
can
like
we,
that.
before we get into the movie,
Good news!
she made a joke. I would love to
The
know everyone's favorite. And listen, all Alphabas and Galindas are great, but who's your favorite Galinda and who's your favorite Alphaba?
Oh, this is really hard.
This is hard.
And
I'll
not,
start.
not movie.
Not movie. I'll
Because the
start.
movie is going to be its own
I'll,
new
st-
thing.
I'll start.
Please.
Shoshana Bean is my Alphaba.
Same.
If you watch Shoshana Bean sing No Good Deed on the Martha Stewart talk show,
Yeah.
she had 103-degree fever. She had the flu, but she went there, which is kind of irresponsible show, now that I think about
This
it,
was
because
pre-COVID.
you were like
It was
right
pre-COVID.
in
We
Martha's
didn't
space.
know.
It was back when it was
You
like
were right
It
in
was back
Martha's
when we
space.
were
straps
like,
and
yeah, it
work.
was like, hey,
Yeah.
we're
But
gonna
go
do
watch
this,
it.
and
Go
you
watch
deserve
it because
Yeah.
it's incredible. And then I gotta say, my favorite Galinda is Megan Hilty, but my first Glinda was Annalee Ashford. That was my first Glinda.
I gotta say, I
I
fucking
know.
love her. She was in the Sex and the City movie. She goes,
Oh yeah,
"This is not non-fat."
yeah. She's in the movie for 30 seconds.
Oh, I love that.
I didn't know who she was, and then I saw her in that, and I saw her in the previews for Kinky Boots.
She was in Legally Blonde. Oh yeah, she played Kinky Boots in Kinky Boots.
Yeah. So I will say Megan Hilty is my goddess, but I think Annalee Ashford's pretty high up there.
I was gonna say, though I didn't see Annalee Ashford, I watch everything that comes across my desk that she is in because
You have a desk?
I have multiple desks. Yeah.
Oh, you should start working on one of them.
Well, I don't make them. I just like use them.
Okay, keep telling your story.
I think my favorite Glinda, Elphaba, is actually going to go ahead and have to be
I know.
Jessica Voss.
I know.
I love it. I love her clear, incredible vocal instrument.
Incredible.
There's nothing she can do. And the riff that she did once that I think she only was allowed to do once because she got in
It
trouble.
was her last night. Or
Yeah.
something,
Is insane and only she can sound good doing it.
Who's your second alphabet? I'm curious. Can I tell you what I think it is?
Absolutely, because I don't know.
I don't think it's Idina Menzel, although I think you would say that.
No, it's not.
I bet you liked Eden Espinoza.
I am appreciative of what she has given us.
Oh, okay.
And
Stephanie
I
J.
and
Clark.
I
You ever listen
relate.
to the Brooklyn album?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
But I relate to her because
didn't do her
she was
research.
always kind of after Adina, but like
Anyone after it
better.
is just after.
Like
Oh.
she always covered, and then she came in second and
Shosha
like
always
blew everyone
covered.
over. Yeah, Shosh and Eden. But
that video of the audio, that audio of Shosh filling in for the Wicked Witch of the East and Adina's alphabet. And she sings the song Wicked Witch of the East. And she outsings Adina in front of Adina.
That's
I
tough.
love it. Sorry, go ahead.
Jessica Bosk. I'm obsessed with her. And I love the Cinderella story of like, she worked on Wall Street.
Yeah, that was
she like didn't have
Cinderella worked on Wall Street?
Yeah,
Yes.
she worked on Wall Street. She had like a dumb, boring office job. And she was like, I'm going to go in and see. And then boom, she got in.
You know what? That's what we're waiting on. I bet if you get a dumb, boring office job, suddenly you'll become a star. You should do it.
I would love to. You know, in movies and plays when guys are like, ask me what I do. I don't know what I do. I push papers.
Oh, you want to be that?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
I don't think you can do that now.
I know for a fact that I would not do well in an office.
No, I would not either. I don't do well.
I thrived.
I don't do well anything.
I did really well in an office.
No, she's
I have
incredible.
a problem with authority,
cried.
so I would just argue with anybody. that
Well,
tells me
I
to do
became
anything.
authority.
Who's your alphabet? Who's your Glenn?
I was gonna say Shoshana Bean as
Yes.
my alphabet, but then Jessica Voska's.
Jessica
Her
Bosk,
voice is clearer,
current. Yes.
It's
but
clear.
Shoshana is like way more emotional.
Her crying sounds when she belts makes me come.
See,
Who was the
I
one
would
that
say
said-
Shoshana has more of a growl, and Jessica has more of a cry.
Yes, I misspoke. Sorry.
But
That's what
I
I
know
meant.
what you
That's
mean.
what I
Like,
meant.
but both create emotions that are like
Thank you, Alexis.
make you so happy.
Maybe
Yeah.
you shouldn't be in an office job. You need to use this talent.
Why don't IMHO get office job, and I'll
No
do
thanks.
No,
So, Meatball, who's your favorite Galinda?
I'm gonna say Kristen Chenoweth. I love
Icon,
her.
OG.
Iconic, yeah.
She's like the original. She's the blueprint. But then
She's the pink print.
there was someone on TikTok, and I wish I could remember her name. I should have done any amount of research.
Was she blonde?
No, but the Glinda I saw most recently, like 2 years ago when I was in New York, I can't remember her name. She was black and she was really funny.
Oh, Brittany.
Yes, Brittany.
Oh, yeah, I saw her on TikTok.
Yeah.
Brittany.
She was
because
really fucking
For some
good.
reason, she was the first Black Glinda.
For some reason, you mean for racism?
Well, no, I know, but it's
She just
insane.
found out about it yesterday.
I did too.
It's
Yeah.
blowing her mind.
It's crazy. Well,
now,
I bet
now
because
you
of the
get
movie.
why people are mean to you.
Because I'm green.
For yours are green.
But she was really
Let's
good.
go ahead and throw Fierro in there because can I tell you, I
don't
saw,
know.
I s-
Adam Lambert. He was so gay. He was so gay. I was like, that man doesn't
can I
like
tell
women.
you who I
Adam
saw?
Lambert.
Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block.
Oh, I just
He
saw
had
him
to
in
have
Drag the
been
Musical.
50.
No, it was in 2004.
I don't have a
He did
favorite Fierro, but I will tell you this. I used to do these shows in Chicago, like Snow White and the Seven Drag Queens and stuff, you know, at Hydrate.
I did that.
You were in Bitch Fest, right?
Me and you, yeah.
You were?
Yeah, that's how we met.
Yes, I remember. I remember and I loved it. But one of the girls in it, Stephanie Hansen, she's an incredible talent.
Incredible singer.
But her brother, his name is Curtis Hansen, and he is so fucking hot. And he was Fierro on Broadway at the time that we were doing Bitch Fest.
I can't believe I didn't
and
know
I was
that.
like, you're performing in a gay bar and your brother's on Broadway. You should kill yourself. She didn't, which I'm so thankful for.
Yeah.
But
Thank goodness.
thank goodness. But look up Curtis Hansen.
I thought you were like,
He is
yeah, look him up.
so
Was
I
their
remember
dad Chris
the
Hansen?
first Fierro I saw,
No.
you know how he wears those pants all the way up to his...
Oh my God.
Yeah, riding
Moose
pants.
knuckle.
The guy's dick was so big the whole time you could just see it. I was literally like, put a dance belt on that dude. I'm so
Shouldn't they have
distracted.
to wear a dance belt? Isn't that like
Maybe
a
he,
requirement?
kind of forgot that day, but I could
I
see the
think that-
full
I think with-
outline
Maybe
down
he
the side of his
busted
leg.
through it.
I honestly think with the invention of like social media, I think more stars are doing like dance belts and like VPL hiders.
I just did this charity gig and I forgot to wear my tuck-it ups. I was just
Oh, no.
nothing and then tights.
Gorge.
And
Oh.
in a
This,
whoa.
yeah.
Look at that fucking arm.
And his voice is insane. So
Let's get on to
let's
this
get into this
film.
movie. Now, all three of us were so excited. And so I think a lot of this episode is just going to be us screaming over each other random things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, spoilers abound.
Yeah, let's do cameos. Let's talk cameos.
Yeah.
Okay.
First and foremost, the wizard will see you now. And of course, that was everyone.
Steven
Schwartz.
And it was bad. And it was bad.
He was bad, but also he's not an actor. He's just right.
No, and he gives us so much.
gave
I
us
met
so
him once in
much.
Denver, Colorado. This was before they did lace front toupees. And at the time, I have to say, brave. What did you think of just like the cameos in general when Adina and Kristen emerged from the floor?
I have to say, so the rumor was that Kristen was going to be playing Galinda's mother. And so when you saw that in the beginning and it wasn't Kristen, I was like, aw.
That was you, wasn't it?
What?
In the theater that went, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But actually, you know who that was? Alice Fern. I forgot about her. She might be my favorite alphabet because if you've ever heard her Wizard and I.
Oh, Wizard and I, yeah.
Is that a good one?
Yeah, it goes, the Wizard and I.
You haven't heard the run on it?
It's so fucking
Well,
good.
Oh.
But I've heard the one where it's like the wizard and I, and she like does the battle cry then.
Oh, that's fun. No, but that was Alice Fern, and then
Alice
another
Fern.
guy.
Let's give it up for her.
I love her, but I was like, oh, they're just not going to have them in the, or maybe they'll have them in the second movie when Kristen and Adina came out.
From the ground.
How thrilled did Adina look?
She looked so
excited.
to be there.
I know.
Again, we were just watching.
Well, remember, she had to do Cinderella with Camila Cabello, so she was like, finally, I'm in a good movie.
And she had to do Glee with.
During
Sorry.
the first season, me and my roommate Sam, at the time, hi Sam, we would go to Target and get those personal pan Pizza Hut pizzas, and then we'd go back to our place and watch Glee, and we called it Glitza.
So when they came out, I was just so excited because they looked so happy. Kristen looked like she was playing the character, but Idina was like, I'm in a movie again.
Kristen did. Kristen looked like she was nuts.
Yeah.
Like she was clearly picked a backstory for that character that none of us will ever understand. But Adina
It was glitter and
like,
be gay,
I just kept
1000%.
waiting to make eye contact.
Glitter and be faggot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I kept waiting to make eye contact with Adina. I was like, she's going to look right in the camera at some point.
Yeah.
I know it's coming. But I was so happy to see both of them. Listen, Wicked is one of those things that it means so much to so many people that I think the cameos only enhance it. Because
It did. It really did.
1000%. And it just showed how much I think they love this story and they cared about telling this story and like caring about everyone that's ever been involved with it. It just made me so happy.
I know.
Also, like, it was just nice that they got their own song, so it didn't kind of interfere
Brand new.
with the movie. So if you were to watch the musical, you wouldn't be like, wait, where's those two ladies?
Yeah, and the song, it was fine.
It was fine.
fine.
It was clearly shoveled
I
in
did
there.
see a TikTok of a girl that was like, it was long and it took me out of it for a minute, but I was happy to see
Well, they
it.
were telling the story that you don't actually get in the musical. Which was the other thing that I loved about the movie was that they could really delve into the story of the book.
I'd never heard that. Well, except from, I did read the book. Sorry to brag.
But the book is so
I think I took
different
like
from the musical.
4 years to read the book because it is not light and bubbly. It is
It's dark.
dense. It's like textbook.
And there's just so many characters. There's a million characters. Every animal gets a new name, and then it just stretches on and on.
And the
It's so
pages
long.
aren't green.
Yeah.
And you'd think they would be. Her pussy is green. In the book, it's green. And in the book, Fiyero is black, and he's covered with blue gems.
Diamonds.
And when they fuck, he fucks her so hard that he melts the diamonds onto her pussy. And she also fucks the broom.
It's like Anastasia.
Oh my God. You know what? I love love. Love wins.
I love
Hashtag love wins.
You know what? I've been feeling the magic of Oz, and so I looked. I'm Audible. I have Audible, brag, and I forgot about it. So I have like every month you get a credit or whatever. And so yesterday I looked up. They have L. Frank Baum's The Wizard of Oz read by Anne Hathaway, and so I got it and I was listening to it. And she's weird, but it's so fun to hear the lore.
It's a quick read though.
It's really quick. It's like a
children's book.
3-hour Audible. I'm almost done.
Have you
with
read
it.
any of the other ones?
No, I'm going to.
Okay, let me tell you. The one you need to read that you're going to love. Okay, so I loved The Wizard of Oz growing up because I'm gay. Ozma
of
of
Oz.
Oz
Isn't Ozma?
is so cunt. I was so obsessed with the cover of that book that I had my dad blow it up into a poster. I still had to come out to him.
Have you ever seen The Return to Oz?
No.
Oh, it's so scary.
That's the one that's ooky spooky. Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
Yes.
We should get high one night and watch it.
Oh my God,
would
it's
do that.
so good.
Well, when I get high, it gets loud. Let's get loud.
I want to get you, and high her boyfriend in the same room.
Oh yeah,
Would it be annoying?
it'd be fun.
He's so loud.
He's always high. He's not that loud. He's loud.
But in a charming way. I find him very charming.
Yeah.
But I would love to
Does
see
he
the
not
two
know how
of
to
you
oscillate
battle.
volume, like in quiet spaces?
When he's
you're in a glass house,
when
babe.
he is drunk.
Oh,
Don't
I
throw
know.
those
I'm
stones.
loud all the time. I know. That's one of my things that I have to sometimes remember to be like, oh, we're gonna talk like this.
I have the same thing except mean. I have to remember not to be mean.
Oh, well, you can be mean to me. I love it.
Oh, okay. Your makeup
Never mind, I
looks-
changed it.
Oh.
Never mind. I'm gonna stop you there.
Alexis, did you have notes?
I just had a couple of things that I wrote down the day after we
let's do it.
saw.
Wait, do we want to just like start at the top and work our way
Yeah.
through?
Okay, I saw on TikTok, spoiler. You know, the beginning is like they go over the waterfall and over the poppy or
And
the
the
tulips
CGI.
or whatever.
And then there's fish.
And then there was somebody riding away in a cape.
Isn't that Elphaba riding the horse? Why would she ride a horse?
Well,
She can fly on
I
a
think
broom.
she's riding Elphaba's or Fiero's horse.
Why would she? Ride
Well,
a
the
horse
broom-
if she could
Gor-
fly?
Dorothy
She's trying to
takes the
save a horse right
right.
now.
Dorothy takes the broom, and you see Dorothy and the gang walking, so you know Fiero and.
I love that.
So I think that they showed us the ending. I think Elphaba's riding away free.
Do you think that Dorothy, even though she was CGI, do you think she was on a lot of uppers and downers?
I have a question about this.
Corn.
I have a
Candy
question about
corns.
this.
Yeah.
Do you think, because in the play we never see Dorothy, I think you
see
see
her
her
shadow.
back, you see her
yeah.
shadow. Do you think they're going to do that for the movie, or did
Yes.
they cast a Dorothy, or are they going to CGI Judy Garland? I can't imagine a worse thing to do.
No, I think we're just gonna get the back. I don't think we're gonna hear from Dorothy.
No.
Okay, good.
Because honestly, Dorothy is the hero of her own story, and so is Elphaba. So if you put them together,
In the
who are we
book-
supposed to hate?
In the book, don't they make Dorothy like
Yeah.
disgusting?
Yeah, she's like a
like
little
she's
brat
like a
in the
little
book.
brat,
well, she's American.
comely. Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Shots fired. Because it's America. We all have guns. I was a little nervous when it started because it opens with good news, she's dead. It wasn't loud enough for me. The music in the movie wasn't loud enough. And so I was like, oh no, is this going to be an issue? Eventually I got over it. But the thing that bothered me was, Ariana and Cynthia sang live, which is why Ariana is making those faces in Good News, he's dead.
Yeah.
There was a lot of that. There was a lot of,
Yeah, I
I was like, do it. But then,
could see her straining.
Yeah, she.
But she killed.
then it wasn't. What I love about Wicked, the musical, is that every Elphaba and Glinda performance is so powerful.
Yes.
And their voice is loud and it's in the front. And they really downplayed her voice.
There was so many points in the movie where I couldn't even hear Cynthia Erivo. Like I couldn't hear her.
I will say, yeah, it might have been a sound issue. I will say, I think that's just how maybe things are for movies. Like they're a little quieter.
Thank you.
Oh yes.
Because I
No,
agree.
get it
Because
now.
I
I
agree.
get it now.
she explained it.
I get it now.
No, don't be wicked. I agree that the reason the musical is so popular and so beloved is because you feel them. They're just like belting their hearts out.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting. So I think they were doing it in like a movie way and also like a fresh way. But I agree the music is a little quiet.
I don't like things fresh. I prefer Frozen.
I'm not going to Italy. The food there's too fresh.
Thank you.
Wait, who
It's
said that?
too close to the sea.
Who said that?
It was the Salt Lake lady.
It was
No.
a
Oh, I thought you
yeah,
were
yeah.
saying that. I was like, that's a good one. So,
Lisa Barlow.
Lisa Barlow. That's it.
away in a manger.
Do you like Bronwyn?
She's great.
I'm
She's
obsessed.
kind.
Okay. Sorry. I
Well,
just got-
Bronwyn's more like the Elphaba. Like everyone's trying to make her the.
Mary is the poppy field.
No, she's the wizard was seen. Why were none of the Munchkins
you now.
Munchkins?
I think
it
to
was a
be
decision they had to
politically
make.
correct.
But why didn't they do it like Lord of the Rings? You know, like the hobbits were little, but they were full size people.
Oh, that's what I thought they were going to do.
I figured
And then
that's
when
what it would
And then
be.
when they put Ariana right next to one of them.
And she
I
was shorter
like,
than
the
all of them.
Munchkin's taller than you.
Yeah.
I think Munchkin's a state of mind. Sometimes I feel Munchkin.
They had some of the
And I'm
costumes
6'1".
that they wore in the AMC where we went. And
We did the Universal City Walk one. They have the costumes.
Glinda,
Didn't they have a Wicked restaurant in there?
No.
Like a full Wicked restaurant. Yeah, Fina Barbadol went the other day.
What?
I know, we got to go back. I
Well,
think you have to
I
go
wanna go.
into Universal.
Well, you want to do the sing
Oh, you have to go
right?
I'm doing the
in
sing
I
along
want to
for
do the
sure.
sing-along.
I'll go.
Goodness!
Glinda and
don't wanna do
Alphaba
sing-along
are
anymore.
this tall.
Speaking of like the differences in singing, I wasn't totally on board when it started with the acting because Ariana played Glinda very real. And I was like, this is too real. Like she's not silly enough. But then I was wrong. I admit it. Then as she gets sillier and sillier, it's so fucking funny.
She was so
Well,
good.
it's also like
Unhinged.
you're seeing second act Ariana in Good News. And so when you go to Shiz, she's like younger and sillier.
Oh, right.
Oh,
She's
right.
like
That's
hardened.
why she was sad.
And I think her voice was pitched lower.
What do you mean? Like,
What do you mean?
Well, you know how everyone's talking about like she used to talk like, oh, I'm like iced coffee and my banana. And now she's like, I'm Glinda. I'm holding space for, give me your finger.
For defying gravity.
You know what I mean?
What did that mean?
I am gay.
What did that mean?
Holding space. Because Delta Work always says, and we're here to hold space for this. What did that lady mean?
I think just...
She just
I
mean
think,
like people care about that
to
song
me,
now?
holding space means like really considering it.
Then say that.
Then say like people have
People
really
love
connected
listening
with this
to it.
song now.
They listen to it a lot. I will say in college, okay, in my private Southern Baptist Mississippi college.
The Naturals.
Whenever I would have, because I was starting my sex addiction in like a really beautiful place, Mississippi. So I would go hook up with like random married men. There was one guy, okay.
Get to it.
He was my favorite hookup guy because, listen, it's a problem, but back in the early aughts, straight guys, we were super into it. That was like 90% of our porn.
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks. And there was this straight guy who I met on Craigslist, and he wanted me to walk into his house, into his townhouse in the dark, walk up the stairs, find him in bed, asleep, and then blow him and then leave. And he was crazy hot. And I was like, listen, I don't love the idea that I'm just walking into a house that's dark. So why don't you put something on the stairs to like let me know that like I'm in the right place and that this isn't like you're just sending me to someone's house. And he was like, okay, sure, no problem. I get there, I open the door, I look at the staircase. On the staircase is a white piece of paper, and in pen it says, "This is it." And I blew that man for years. The entire time I was down in Mississippi, I was sucking that cock. And eventually what ended it
Mississippi.
was I got attached. Even though I'd never seen him in like daylight, right?
Or spoken to him.
Nope. I thought we were in love.
And you took out the paper that said, "This is it," and you uncrinkled it, and you said, "I've had this for years."
You know what I said?
What?
What's your name?
That's the way to kill it.
Yeah. He had such a thick load. Anyway, Wicked.
Ooh, doesn't that mean that they're like dehydrated? No one wants. I was really nervous about Ariana to begin with, the whole thing. But she really ate. She was really
incredible.
good.
She was so good. The comedic timing from her was my favorite.
There's something about musical theater people playing musical theater roles.
It seems right.
I have always. This has been the
Like
biggest
Michelle
hill
Yeoh.
I would ever die on.
Oh, we should kill it.
Is casting actors who can't really sing in movies. Into the Woods, Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis. I have always fucking hated
What did
the
you
choice.
think of Michelle Yeoh then?
Yeah.
It's forgivable because
No, it's not.
I'm gonna say I didn't mind it because the song she sings
It's
in
so
the first
small.
movie is so small and it can be kind of spoken like she did.
I feel the same way.
I didn't mind it.
I feel that,
and I respect her. She hung on a helicopter.
I think Michelle Yeoh,
She defied gravity.
She was the original.
I think she plays certain roles very, very well. And I think her turning evil at the end, I think we see why she was cast because she's going to be so fucking good at that. No, she can't sing, which is frustrating. However, Madame Morrible on Broadway is the like old lady. It doesn't matter if you can sing.
That's
character.
You just have to be a
like
fierce
Rue
diva.
McClanahan played her.
Oh,
Carol
I saw
Kane
her.
played her.
I saw Rue McClanahan.
Yeah, so that character's not supposed to be an incredible
That's
singer.
true. You're
But
correct.
So it's
it
forgiven.
was frustrating for a moment.
It was
Yeah, because I was like, this is
early.
going to be the
Yeah.
one that we're going to see forever. Like, this is
Yeah.
the Wicked now.
Yeah.
It
This
is
is
the
the-
Wicked.
What did you think about The Wizard and I and how it was like staged?
It was cute. I thought it was fun watching her like jump around and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like fun.
Her little bell moment of like singing off the cliff onto the ocean, the sand, the desert.
I want to watch it again because that is the first big Elphaba number we get in the entire show. And it is my favorite number of the entire show. Well, The Wicked Witch of the East is my favorite, but Wizard and I is my favorite Elphaba song.
Which that's not even on the original
I
album.
know.
I know. So we'll get to her.
We'll get to her.
We'll get to her.
Oh,
We'll get
Nessa's
to
a
her.
bitch.
She better be a good singer. That's all I care about. Anyway, but The Wizard and I in the show, faggots, you listening?
You hear this?
She's so nervous, excited, and she's moving all over the stage. And this made more sense story-wise that she was just kind of singing while wandering around by herself. But I was a little bummed that it wasn't that like...
It didn't have the frenetic energy of the Broadway one. Yeah.
I think I just had set the expectation too high.
Yeah.
I would like to watch it again.
I have a question about Elphaba's birth. It's the wizard's voice. Is it supposed to be the wizard
It
that
is
gives
the
the green
wizard.
drink?
Yes.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
He's her
Haven't
dad.
you seen
Does he?
Wicked?
Yes, I have, but I never understood. I know it's the same voice, but I didn't understand. So he's the father, or did he just give her the drink that fucked her up?
He's her
He's
father.
the father.
Okay, thank you. I thank you for clearing that up.
No,
for
how
me.
can you say that you love Wicked and you've seen it and you don't know that?
I don't
That's
have
a big
good
Well,
part.
because
comprehension
she was
skills.
the mom was a slut.
The Wizard and I loved it. The way that they did it made certain lyrics stand out, like a celebration through it all. That's all to do with me. And she's like seeing what we had just saw, where
Yeah.
they're cheering on the statue, but it just looks like.
But she
them
doesn't
cheering
understand
her.
that it's like, because you're dead.
Yeah, that line has always haunted me because I'm very dialed into lyrics because I'm a musician. But it was really fun to listen to Curtis talk about it because he's like, "Did you know that that's what it meant?" And I
Yeah.
was like,
Oh,
"Yes."
yes.
Also, I just
And when she
loved-
says, I'd be so happy I could melt, it's because she's going to melt.
She's gonna melt.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's
yeah.
gonna melt.
Let's move on to what is this? Let's just go on the track.
Yeah, let's do the track.
What is this feeling?
So sad.
So
and new.
good.
Good.
Fantastic.
I
The split-
loved
the split.
Oh
Of the
my
bed.
god! When Ari said, "Yeah, well, my face is flushing,"
Yes.
so funny.
No, how did y'all feel about the ad-libbing that Ariana was clearly doing like throughout? Because it felt
One
a little
made
too
me-
modern.
One made me
sometimes.
laugh out loud because it
one.
was too modern.
Yes, it's unpopular. I know exactly which one it is.
No. I
it's
was
in-
talking about when they get the message from the wizard when Alfie gets her invitation.
Yes! What
and
was
then
that?
Ariana goes, "I can't." I
Oh, that was
like-
funny.
And
I
then
went,
what was she doing when the thing flew away? Because there was no CGI
went,
of it going away. She was like on her own.
I feel like the director told her it was gonna explode. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like something needed to happen, and she was
Really
acting
big
as though something
reaction.
did
Yeah.
happen.
I need to see it again.
What was the popular thing she said?
I thought you were talking about the riffs, the musical like riffs and stuff that they added.
Oh, at the end when then
I
she like
liked
goes up.
those. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
well,
was
that's
that
popular.
fun.
What is
Oh,
this
sorry.
feeling?
Was so good.
So good.
It's one of the best songs in the whole show.
And I like that they really expounded on like she's jealous of her. She doesn't just like hate her because she's green, but she's like jealous
And
that she's
she's-
getting
yeah.
the attention from Madame Morrible.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. And in the show, she's got her army and then she's all by herself
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. And I was like, how are they going to make that happen? Because it's starting in their fucking room. I loved it. When they went into the, what was that? Their cafeteria?
Yeah, the
or whatever.
With those
Yeah.
giant trays.
Ooh, I want one.
I want one so
You know,
bad.
those were real sets.
Yeah.
Yes.
The whole thing.
That's the thing.
wanna
This is why we need real singers. We need real sets. We need real people that care about telling the story, and that's
Unless
going to
you're
make your
Michelle
musical
Yeoh.
good.
You don't have to be a good
Michelle Yeoh,
You don't have to be a
You
good
hung
singer.
from an
She doesn't.
helicopter.
That character
from a
doesn't have to
helicopter.
sing.
She hung from a helicopter.
And she's
Listen.
going to be so good at being mean.
I'm obsessed. Let's move on to something bad.
They left out the part where she goes, "That couldn't happen here in Oz."
No, they did.
When she's meeting with all the animals.
I like the
After
way they
that.
set that up too,
Yeah.
because in the play it's happening in the classroom,
Yeah.
and this one it's like he like went and had a secret meeting. They really did make
Expand.
everything
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Dr. Dillamond. I've always loved
Peter
Dr.
Dinklage.
Dillamond.
Where is he in all the press and like the premieres and stuff? I love him.
Maybe he's afraid they'd call him a munchkin.
I love Peter Dinklage, and I want to see him at a premiere.
I thought Dr.
Like Cameo.
Dillamond was
Maybe
a
next
great
year.
character, and I thought they shot it in a way that like made me actually give a fuck. Like
Yes.
Cynthia's character, Elphaba, if you will, truly gave a fuck.
Yeah.
And that was fun to see.
Yeah.
And the poppies, when she
Oh, they were-
accidentally makes everyone pass out with poppies.
That
I'm
was
sorry.
so good.
Listen, trans rights. That was the most Harry Potter shit I'd ever seen, and I loved it.
Can I say
I
I'm
was
so
obsessed.
fucking glad we have Shiz and we have a new witchy school that we
It's
can
the
be
new-
okay with.
it's the new
Because
Harry
You know there's
Potter.
gonna be so many fucking spin-offs now. There's gonna be a TV show
Yeah.
probably.
Oh, I
there's
hope
gonna
so.
be like
Oh,
so
we'll
much
do it.
Oz shit.
We'll
They
do
should-
it.
they
I
should
could be
just-
Elphaba.
And-
I'll be Nessa.
I could
You're
stop.
so brave.
Thank you.
I'll be that bear nurse.
I loved that bear nurse.
The bear
she
nurse
was
is so
so
good.
Bear
cute.
nurse back.
Where is she?
She's green.
Where is she?
Dancing through life. Let's talk about Jonathan Bailey's Sphere.
Okay. Okay.
Please.
He is so hot.
Yes.
But the best part about the whole thing was the practical sets of the spinning.
He did all that
and the people
himself,
dancing. And
allegedly.
then, he was doing all the dancing by himself too. I think his voice is really good, and I like that he has like a new take on that song.
I know there was that was the most changed. I think.
Yeah,
song.
but I was very much like, you can go back to the original a little
Say what
bit.
you said in the car. Say what you said in the car.
Because
You
the
said something
original's
really-
better.
No.
What did I say?
Well, I know you got a thing for Norbert.
Norbert.
That he's
But-
a movie star. when you saw that song, you realized, oh, he is a movie star.
He is. Well,
He's
not when I saw the song.
Well, okay. Here's the thing.
He's the.
He felt the most
Alexis-
natural.
Alexis, yes. Alexis is so annoying about Jonathan Bailey, and it's really hard to be around her.
Sir,
well, it's hard to be around her all the time,
parasocially,
but especially when Jonathan Bailey
that I am
comes
a fan,
up,
and
it's like,
I'm a true
okay,
fan. I've been
cool.
with you
Is
since
there
Broadchurch.
anyone else that
You ever
you're
seen
interested in?
Broadchurch?
No.
Suddenly,
It's really
only
good.
Jonathan
Season
Bailey.
Is he British?
Anyway, so I was really
He's in
nervous.
Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
He's in Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
I didn't watch that
He's
either.
in Bridgerton.
Oh, it's really
He's
good.
in Bridgerton.
Next time you
Bridgerton?
have some downtime, you
I don't
watch
ever
it.
have downtime.
It's horny.
But I wasn't excited for him to be in the movie because I knew you would talk more about him. But then as soon as he started singing,
star quality.
blown away.
Also, when
Incredible
the first time
voice.
he meets Galinda, and just automatically
the flirting.
I just like his legs. Have you seen his legs on this press tour?
Dancer's legs.
Yeah, he always wears them little booty shorts.
And he keeps saying thank you so much. He's so good at being an actor too, because I don't know anything about his personal life, and he's always deflecting. He's like, oh well, thank you. Those are dancer's legs. I hope all young boys know that they can go
Grooming the
Young
children.
boys?
No.
Wow.
Children.
Well,
Norbert would have never.
Boys in ballet, let's face it, they are popular, which is our next song. I'm
Oh my
obsessed.
God.
I'm
It's
obsessed
perfect.
with
all of her choices.
all of her choices.
She did it so
Instead
good.
of Jeremy, who you were. I love the little up.
Yeah.
There was one part though when she was like, there was one musical riff that I was like, okay, that's Ariana. That's Ariana Grande. She went like down and then up. I can't remember now, but I'll do.
Down and up.
She was
Classic
doing
Ari.
so much to not be Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
That I was like, she not only is trying to act, but
She
she's also
cared.
trying to fight herself.
Well, and then at the very end of the song, when she fucking loses her mind out in the hallway.
Oh my God.
yes.
Did you see the interview where they were like, they had built that set and they were kind of just like, God, we should do something with this. And so they put in like that day the modulations and then they choreographed something for her. She did that like in 1 or 2 days because they were like, this hallway's beautiful. We got to do something with it.
I wondered why they
love
added
And that
was one of the best parts of the
Yeah, that
song.
was so good.
That was
and you know
great.
Kristen Chenoweth was sitting there watching that going, I could have done it too.
Of course.
I could have done it and I could have done it better.
Of course
Well,
she
now
did.
she's Queen of Versailles, which I do want to see.
Oh, the
I do want to
musical?
see, yeah.
Okay.
I want to see Death Becomes Her with Megan Hill too.
Oh, me too.
Same.
Yeah,
Last time it was completely sold out, or the tickets were like $400 when I was there.
Oh, so you don't care about art. You want art at a discount.
I was paying. You know how expensive a
Wow.
hotel room is in New York?
I wouldn't know. Other people pay for mine.
I think Popular was
New
Ariana
York!
at her best. And then I think, I was going to say this as a segue, but I like the other thing. But Cynthia Erivo's I'm Not That Girl. What did we think?
Okay, so if you need to take a bathroom break during this movie, I'm just kidding. No, but right when everyone in the classroom falls asleep, you have enough time to run to the bathroom and pee, and then get back, and still see her have romance with Jonathan
Darby,
Bailey.
why don't you tell
and
everyone
sing.
how many times I peed during this film?
This is a world record. 0.
I didn't pee at all.
Did you not drink anything
She
before
didn't
you
drink
went?
I
anything
stopped
for
drinking
8
at
hours.
like 2 p.m. and our movie was at 7.
She was so
So
dehydrated.
unhealthy.
Yeah,
But
she
I'm
was so
dehydrated anyway because I
She was
only
eating a
drink
lot of
Diet Coke.
popcorn.
I was eating a lot of popcorn.
Did
I
you
was
guys buy the
so
popcorn
scared.
buckets?
No.
They didn't have them.
They must have, but I didn't see them.
Wait, the popcorn buckets are Regal. They're not AMC.
No, I went to AMC. I went to the AMC at.
I think AMC has stuff too, but the way that
The
that
AMC
one
had
is
the
made,
cups.
it doesn't. You don't see all the stuff. I think it's somewhere
want the
separate.
stuff.
I want the stuff.
Well, yeah, the Universal has a whole Wicked store right now.
We went.
We did go to that.
Was it fun?
It was fun. It
Oh
was
my god,
cute.
should I go tomorrow? No,
It was really fun.
Oh,
I have to work.
let's go this week.
Let's go on Tuesday.
You're working tomorrow for what?
I'm selling my clothes at Precinct, my old drag.
Are you selling this?
Yes.
This is about to be owned by
It's
someone
really cute.
else.
It's really cute.
I think she did a really good job. Her voice is so
Butter.
I don't know how to say like sharp. It's clear.
It's
Yeah.
so
Like
clear,
piercing.
and like a lot of people I have seen are mad that it doesn't feel like she's belting, but she is. Her voice is just so
Controlled.
good. Yes,
She
I was-
and Shoshana Bean have done concerts together. They
Some-
have multiple videos
something
together.
bad.
Go watch it.
yeah.
see that.
I was so excited because the end of that is where she goes really low.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I wonder if they're gonna do that, and they did.
Yeah.
I feel like with all the songs, they really honored the original, but then they added little flourishes of their own.
I would love to rim John M. Chu's gorgeous butthole because he took care of this movie. He took care of the Wicked fans. There was so much thought and
Care. This
behind
is what
all
I'm
of the
saying.
I haven't
He
heard
held
any.
space.
He held space.
And I'm queer media.
Have you ever seen Crazy Rich Asians?
Yes.
It is my favorite.
It's so good.
rom-com. It's so beautiful, and just aesthetically what he does, and even In the Heights, I love.
Oh, he did In the Heights?
Yes, he did the movie.
Do y'all ever watch the TikTok clips of the white high school who did it?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty funny.
I see your reposts of it.
Well, because when I was in high school, I also made mistakes. And I want people to know that next generations will continue to make those mistakes, but we got to give them space.
We've got to
hold.
give them space to hold.
Why do so many high schools do Seussical? That's a bad one.
Really? I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Seussical?
I haven't heard one negative thing about this movie from any like true Wicked fans. You know what I mean? I think
that's what they
everyone's
did.
like really
when you
enjoying
really
it.
care about it and you pick the people best for the job, I think that's what all musical movies
No,
could be.
I did hear one negative thing, but it was only because my friend is a Wizard of Oz fan, and she thinks
Same.
the Wicked Witch was always just wicked. She's like, I don't need a full backstory of like why she decided. She was like, I want her to be evil, like pure evil
Wicked
from
is
the beginning.
fan fiction. It's fan fiction.
It is a fanfic.
But even Wizard of Oz is kind of fan fiction because it's
Right?
different
Because
from the
now
book.
she's not actually the Wicked Witch, and so she's not evil.
But she wasn't real to begin with. Remember? She's Mrs. Gulch. She's Dorothy's idea.
Oh, so you're saying Alphabet doesn't even exist?
Well,
I'm
there's
saying
no
that
Miss
there's
Gulch
no-
in the book.
Right. So, gulp, bitch. I'm saying she...
Did you see that in one of the professors was Professor Gulch? At
Oh, that's
Shiz?
sweet.
Why did they have Keela Seattle there and not have her sing?
Because she sings too much. Listen, I think she's great, and I'm so happy for her. But she takes over anything that she does. And why was she British?
No, I think you're
Yeah.
a hater. I think you're a hater. Fiona was British.
Yeah, but she's not British in real life.
Where is Shiz?
In the ocean, apparently.
It's
That shocked me.
Yeah, I didn't realize
That
it was like
shocked
an
me.
island, a
Yeah.
school that is an island.
well, it's an island in the desert. When she was looking out, it was desert.
But why?
Because Oz is
explain-
surrounded by desert sands. The
But
sands
she's on a cliff, and then the
Time.
school is in an island.
that was a
atop the cliff.
river. The school wasn't an island. It was a river
Oh,
to get
What do you
food.
mean? It looked very island.
yeah, they had to get there by boat.
It was like a river that had like a moat. That Shiz had like.
I need to see the map.
Let me see.
Yeah, give
It's
me
in the
that
cover of
map.
the book.
Give me that map.
Okay, hold on.
Give me
hold
that
on.
he's
map.
hot.
Oh, he's hot. Okay, Shiz map.
That says Shaw's.
Yeah.
Don't type in shit map because then you'll get something that will turn you on. Probably.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just a river and then like a big pool.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I thought it was
so
an island.
so you could just
just
walk
walk
in.
off,
Why did
yeah.
everyone have to come in on a boat? That seems harder.
showy.
Well, because they didn't really
Show
have,
off.
They don't have cars there.
Why not? They're
They have
magic.
bubbles.
Oh, I loved her bubble.
I want to know. I want to
pump.
know. Yeah. Oh, let's get back to.
I was
okay.
a little bit. I really wanted to see what they were going to do with the blue dress. You know, in the show,
Nah,
she
that's-
opens with the
that's an
blue
actress.
petal dress.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have the version of that in the next because there's pictures and stuff coming out.
Oh,
In the next movie.
she suddenly changes.
I don't think it's that scene. I think
Not
it's
for good.
I think it's gonna be
Going in.
Thank Goodness or something.
Okay.
One Short Day. That train was real.
Yes.
That train was real. I want
saw
to go on it.
I saw a tweet that was like Dorothy when she found out there was a bullet train. Glenda's such a cunt. She's like, you can walk.
yeah.
I took a train, but you can walk. I loved that scene. Well, that scene of her getting on the train is the costume that was in the lobby of the movie theater. And I have to say, Alexis,
The pink jacket.
the fact that you are now living your life authentically as the beautiful woman that you've always been,
Yeah.
do you not just want to kill yourself seeing how tiny everything was?
No, you did. But yeah, they're the
She
size of
loves herself.
children. They're
Oh,
the
I
size of
forgot.
children.
She didn't always. I
It's
think I'm
new.
still on that. It's new. It's new.
Oh no. Yeah, I hated myself, but now I have tits and like my body feels better.
I have tits too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do sometimes.
No.
Hang on.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I said a chicken.
Okay.
I wanted more
love-
Oz. I wanted more.
Yeah,
I wanted to
Emerald
like
City.
see more of the Emerald City.
I wanted the little heads. I wanted the heads. They did.
We
the body.
did get those squat
You know what I'm
guys.
talking about?
Oh,
the
yeah.
squat
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
But they're big heads.
Those creepy Cirque du Soleil feather people that were behind the cameos, Kristen and Adina, those were scary.
That was freaky.
Let me ask you this.
Please.
Was there a horse of a different color?
That's something I wanted.
Did I just miss it?
No, I don't
bet
think
we
there
did.
was.
Oh, right, because
There had to have been a
in
horse of a different
Oz,
color.
in Wizard of Oz,
In
there was
Wizard
like
of
a
Oz,
pink
that was the
horse.
hugest.
Horse of a different color. He
It was a
changed
horse of a
color.
different color. I don't know.
There
I
was
didn't
an
see that.
ostrich. I did like that we did get to see, just like the Wizard of Oz, we got to see the salon where they all got their
Oh, that
shit
made me
done.
so,
That was
happy.
cute.
That was so cute.
I did like how they put Adina and Kristen in the middle and then finished the song. Like they continued the song forward.
Yes.
I loved that.
And I loved
Yes.
Kristen Chenoweth slapping Ariana's mouth.
Oh, yeah.
I screamed. And everyone in the theater clapped when
Yeah,
Idina
yeah.
did her iconic riff.
Oh, I just grabbed Rachel
Oh,
and Curtis. I was like,
I don't touch Dipper, but he got a grab for me on that.
well,
one.
yeah, because of the lawsuit. Oh,
Who's Dipper in the Oz universe? Who do you think
The
his
Wizard.
character?
you think?
No. Who would he
No, he's
be? Bach.
What do we think about Bach? He had a great voice.
He has a beautiful voice.
I thought he was really charming.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I kind of get it, Ari.
Yeah,
I literally wrote that. Wait, come here.
we believe you.
I get it.
I get it.
Well, have you seen that tweet that's going around where someone's like, if he wants to be more attractive, here's what he has to do. And it like gave him new hair and like all of this stuff. And then you realize, oh yeah, he is kind of hot.
I mean, not for me, but I get it. For
I get
her.
exactly.
No, I get it. Yeah. Also, just going through this whole thing for them two specifically, Cynthia and Arivo and Cynthia and Ariana.
Cynthia and Erivo.
Cynthia and Arivo. It must have been like the most intense summer camp. Like
Yeah, that's why
trauma
they're
bonding. That's why they're
That's-
crying all the time.
That's why they're acting like they are right now. And I cannot wait for them to stop this press tour and then like maybe send each other a text every 4 months.
I think about that too. I'm like, are they
Okay.
going to be this close when this is over?
And
Next year.
As former musical theater people, like I completely understand that because when you are in a show together, even if it's a community theater show, the Fantastics, and you don't have any lines, when you go to the Perkins or the Denny's at 10 p.m. after the show, you do feel like we're best friends. This will never end, and you all want to fuck each other. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're doing, but on a like international level.
Yeah.
And let's
And we
be
have to see
honest,
it. They're not
they
in an
fucked,
international
right?
It's
house of
also a
pancakes.
little
Did they
like
fuck?
the two of
She
them.
diddled her a little
Yeah,
bit or
yeah.
so.
I don't know.
I think
know.
Ariana's probably like a pillow princess, so Cynthia was doing the work.
Well, let's be honest. Ariana, she's earned it.
Yeah.
She can lay
she did it,
down.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's so thin.
Sentimental Man. I thought it's great. I didn't expect Jeff Goldblum to have a nice voice like that.
What do you mean?
He sings.
He's always musical.
He's always been singing.
I guess I never really
But-
paid attention.
Oh, because of Jurassic.
To me, he's Jurassic Park and the Fly.
Does he not sing in Jurassic Park? The dinosaurs are coming after me.
Oh, wait, you kind of.
What?
That was a good
You
Jeff
could be a
Goldblum
really
impression.
good wizard.
Thank you so much. Because I'm a fake and a fraud. Okay.
You know, the first time I saw Wicked, the wizard tap danced. And never since then have I seen a tap dancing one. And so I kind of was hoping that maybe
You saw
Jeff.
him. He did.
Well, he
tap
did
danced
that
for,
little-
Like 10
No, but
seconds.
he didn't.
What do you mean?
His body double did.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, he did. He did. He said that he was like, you gotta give them what they want.
Oh, yeah. he did.
I think I think they wrote a new song, and he's gonna do that next movie, or something. They have to write new songs, right?
In order to be
In
considered
order to be
for the
Oscars
Best
eligible
songs.
or
Yeah.
something. I feel like they gotta pack him in next year.
I really enjoyed Jeff Goldblum. In
He's
this.
so great.
He
I
did a
really
great
did.
job. It's perfect for Jeff Goldblum.
He's Jeff Goldblum's one of those actors that you're watching Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
You're watching Nicole Kidman. But they are so iconic that it just makes it more fun.
And the roles, it's perfect.
It's
for it.
perfect
It's
for
exactly
him.
what it needs to be to
And
be.
you could tell, like, from the beginning, he was giving, like, there's something not quite right here with me. And, like,
Well, that's always Jeff Goldblum's energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I want to give him a hand job
Ooh.
Well, he plays piano.
while he's playing.
That'd
the
be fun.
piano.
Oh, that would be so fun. And then finally, let's talk about it.
Pink Pony Club. Now, that
This
took
is
a weird twist.
No,
in the-
This is their official playlist, and they put a bunch of songs on the end
put Pink
of it.
Pony Club on?
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
that
'cause
girl.
I'm That Girl by Beyonce, Popular by The Weeknd and Madonna.
No, thanks.
When you believe.
It's Defying Gravity. It's Defying Gravity.
Wait,
is the
Really?
last
We
one,
got through
yeah.
all the songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, well, before we get to Defying Gravity, can we talk about Nessa Rose?
She's a bitch.
she's a bitch.
Well, she's supposed to be.
I think
Yeah.
she's pretending to not sing good, so she's gonna fucking blow
Okay,
us
I'll tell
away.
you this.
Yeah.
The first thing that she sang, I was like, oh.
In Dancing Through
Oh,
Life.
it was
Then
rough.
the second
yeah.
time she sang, I went,
It
oh.
wasn't rough. It was just simple. And I
Simple.
think she was.
I heard her vibrato on the second one, and I was very encouraged.
I think there's going to be a journey with her. Obviously,
Now, The Nessa Rose that made me audibly gasp was Little Nessa Rose. When they do the flashback.
Oh my God, the
and we see Little
littles?
Alphabet and Little Nessa Rose. Little Nessa Rose's first line is something like, "Oh." It's so high and it's so pure, and her face is giving you nothing. I'm obsessed with her. I want to adopt her.
When she
I want
was
to raise her.
crying,
Oh my God.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was insane.
Okay, can I tell you?
They kept the camera on her for a long
In
time.
the
doing
movie Meet Me in St. Louis, in this scene where Margaret O'Brien, the child actor, has to cry and destroy all of the snow people, the snowmen that they built, and say,
Yeah.
I don't want to move to St. Louis or whatever the fuck. Oh, they live in wherever they're going. Anyway,
Modesto.
they couldn't get her to cry.
Meet me in Modesto.
No, worse, New York. They couldn't get her to cry, and so Vincent Minnelli, Judy Garland's bisexual husband, father to Liza Minnelli, he told her right before they started filming that he had her dog and he was going to kill it.
Before social media, they used to do that shit all the time.
They used to slap them.
And then I think I can't remember the full story, Google it, but I think they did end up telling her that they killed it, and she lost her mind.
Isn't that the one where one of the lighting designer guys on that show, his daughter was supposed to be that part, and then they replaced her with Margaret O'Brien, and then he like tried to kill her. He like let a light loose and it fell
Tried
near
to kill
her.
Margaret O'Brien?
The little girl, yeah.
I love Margaret O'Brien.
I love back in the day when people would just kill people.
Yeah, why not? You know when Natalie Wood drowned.
Oh, she was murdered.
She was terrified of water and she drowned. And the reason she was terrified of water is because she was a child actor. And she was on a bridge in this movie and they didn't tell her that they were going to
Really flood it.
flood the bridge.
Yeah.
And she was terrified of water. the
Wasn't
rest
that
of her
Elizabeth
life.
Taylor in that too?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
But Natalie Wood, yeah. And then she drowned. And Christopher Walken
was on the boat, and he
was
knows
there.
something.
Robert Wagner did it.
Yeah, he threw her in
Allegedly.
the water.
He would have been a good wizard.
But they were all,
Christopher Walken.
I'm just a sentimental man. How would you say it?
I'm just a sentimental man.
There it is.
Just
I'm
sentimental.
just a sentimental man.
Man, I love him on Severance. You know, he plays a gay guy on Severance.
I
Severance
never
is
watched
so
that.
good.
It's one of the best shows I've
I
ever
never finished
seen.
it. Bad Sisters
it's
season
real
2.
slow.
Yeah.
Bad Sisters
Worth
season
it.
2 is coming out.
I don't know what that is.
You didn't watch Bad Sisters?
No,
You
what's-
gotta watch it. It's
What is that on Apple?
Apple, yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
What's it about?
She doesn't want to agree with me. But
One green girl,
bunch
one
of sisters,
blonde.
bunch
bunch of
of sisters
sisters
in the British.
in Ireland.
Ireland, that's what
And
I
one of the
said.
sisters'
Abusive
husband,
husband.
is a prick. And so they're conspiring on how
They're
to
trying to
kill
kill
him.
him.
But it's a flashback. So he is dead, but you don't know who got their goal, who met their goals. And you don't know.
Really good.
Did y'all ever watch Nails? Claws?
Oh, no, I would watch that, though. I love that girl. Elsbeth.
Oh, is she in that?
Yeah.
She's in
she's real
Claws.
good
She's
in it.
Claws. She plays
It's
Claws.
Niecy Nash. Though,
Niecy
right?
Nash is the
And
lead.
Niecy Nash is in it. She plays
I
Claws,
love
part
Niecy
2.
Nash.
She's so amazing.
She's so funny.
Can we please talk about Defying Gravity?
Oh,
okay.
Because
Sorry.
this is
It's the moment.
it's the moment. Also,
she
the
knew-
whole scene leading up, action stars when they jump in the balloon basket.
The balloon is
and
not in the
It's
musical.
not in the musical.
That was crazy.
That was so fun. And also when they're running in the hall and the monkeys are crashing through the windows.
They did such a good job of explaining that.
Yeah.
Which in the musical, sometimes people are like, wait, what's going on?
Well, because don't they do it through shadows?
Yeah.
The thing about Defying Gravity, first of all, I want to say this. I don't like long movies. I think it's a waste of my
This
time.
felt like that.
Yes,
When Defying Gravity started, I went, no fucking way.
Yeah.
I didn't even finish. I didn't even open my second sody. I promise you I didn't.
I didn't pee
open
once.
it.
I bring in 2 bubblies every time I go to see a
Yeah.
movie. And I usually have them both drink in the first 30 minutes. And I was so enraptured.
What do you sneak them in?
A bag.
A big tote.
You don't have to sneak anymore. Movies don't
They know.
care. They know.
The
They don't
lady
give a fuck.
next to me brought her child in a stroller and was eating
No.
Burger King.
Okay, iconic.
And when the kid started crying, she didn't get up and take him out.
Have you ever had an Impossible Burger from Burger King?
No.
It's honestly better than fine dining.
Although for some reason Burger King is $50 for 2 people.
yeah, it's
now.
very expensive.
Yeah, everything's expensive.
Well, 'cause
I
LA
blame Trump.
I blame Biden.
Well, those tariffs, they're going to help.
The tariffs are going to
help.
get us.
Oh, thank God.
Get us together.
I was obsessed
Oh.
with how that all was explained and like the action of them in the basket.
What did you think of all of the stop and starts?
I didn't love that.
Tell me about it.
I kind of I'm just so used to hearing the song like go straight through. And I just kept on wanting to hear the song and not her like when she was
What
falling.
did they do on the soundtrack?
It
No, it
cuts together.
It cuts together.
Okay.
So it's all together.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of weird because it goes from her being like screaming.
I'm not the one you want.
I'm not the one. I'm the one you want.
I'm the.
It's me. It's like
really
so
funny.
weird.
That part's weird.
I mean, I get the falling and like seeing herself as a child.
Yeah.
But like it was so long.
Bitch, that gave me goosebumps.
I
I understood what he was doing, and I appreciated, like, because you have to extend that song. Like,
Yeah.
it has to be this, because it tells so much in such a short amount of time. And so
Yeah.
I loved that they delved deeper into the story. I thought it was great. The part that made me laugh was because the cape that she puts on
Oh,
is so small. And yes, in the final shot, the cape does grow, and I was thankful for that. But when she's first flying, it's just her in this tiny little cape, and they zoom out, and you see like the tower, and you see the soldiers and whatever in the distance, and then you see this tiny little figure bobbing up and down, and I was like, zoom in on her, show that tiny little woman.
I
made
loved
me
it.
laugh.
I loved it. And I loved you could see the moment when Madame Morrible was like, okay, we've lost her. You're Glinda. You're going to be our next like tool. Mm-hmm. It was exciting.
And you know what? I get it, Glinda.
Yeah.
I'd happily be someone's tool.
Glinda doesn't have any real
I
magic.
think you
though.
are a tool. I know, but that's the thing is they don't need a magic person. They need a
They need a
figurehead,
figurehead.
and they need an enemy. Because this movie's not just about witches. It's about fashion. I mean, fascism and the human condition. Well, certainly fashion also.
The cape at the end though was kind of goofy with
I
how
loved it.
like triangular it was, and I was like, I
I
love that
loved
they are
it.
truly paying homage.
They're
to
trying to do the show.
Yeah.
Because that in the show, it's like one big
She's on that forklift.
I did. Yeah, that forklift is so exciting when you see it in the show, and I was like, how are they going to get that feeling? I think they
bummed.
did.
I was bummed when she tied the cape around her.
I wanted that
instead of
click.
The giant.
We needed
belt
that.
buckle.
belt. We needed that.
But you always hear the.
You'll always hear it too.
You always see that fucking
yeah,
belt
yeah.
buckle.
Go.
That would have been kind if she walked on.
Right? She went, how's this? Perfect
Yeah.
fit. Okay, and can I say this? Cynthia's eyes. Her eye acting.
Her watery eye acting. I have that written down
She's
too.
so good.
She
Oh,
is so
I just got
good. There's a
goosebumps.
reason. I'm okay if she's a diva. I'm not saying she is.
Oh, I think she is, but rightfully so. And
think
I'll
she
say a couple
deserves to
things.
be.
I know you just found out about racism, but I think everyone getting on her about her defensiveness, which was a little silly as far as the is your pussy green and hiding her eyes. Yeah, of course, it seems a little silly.
Yeah.
But then when you think about all the fucking shit she's been through in this fucking musical theater entertainment world.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like, yeah, I get why she's a little thorny about that kind of stuff. And I don't want my divas to be nice
All the time.
No.
all the time.
No.
I want them to have meltdowns. I want them to say things that are a little crazy, because if you're not crazy, you're not a good performer. Celine Dion is out of her mind.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what makes her one of the best performers in the world.
Absolutely.
I need you to be crazy. Please. And Cynthia's not even crazy. Like, she's her own style, but I did love her reaction to the poster, though. It was funny.
Yeah.
But get a grip, internet.
Let her be a diva.
She proved herself.
And let
in
those
this
Yeah.
girls
movie.
cry. They're just theater nerds.
Yeah, they're just
living
acting like
their
theater nerds.
dream.
Just do what I did and skip every single video. I watched one clip and I said I'm out.
Oh yeah, I haven't really
My
watched.
entire
happy for
For
them.
You page is nothing but Wicked clips and reviews.
What's your
I can't
algorithm
get
right
enough.
now?
Wicked. It's Wicked and like weird recipe videos.
Sure.
I'm not into that though.
Oh. how'd
What's
that
yours?
happen? Korean musical theater.
What?
Because they're
Clips.
launching 6.
Clips of Korean music, people doing Defying Gravity and stuff in Korea.
Okay.
And people with disabilities working jobs.
She loves. Yeah.
I love that. There's a place like an hour from here called Michael's something. And it's like a bakery coffee shop thing. And it's all
Oh.
people with disabilities.
I've seen that.
I want to go.
We should go.
It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
That's fine.
There's
do it.
there's a place near Disneyland that just sells baked potatoes, and I want to go there.
Okay, that's
Okay,
a little
love
different for
that.
what we're talking about. But yes, I love that.
Love that.
I also
Can
want to
we
go.
go?
Well,
Yeah.
we can go to the. We can
We
go
can
to the
do
baked
both.
The baked
potato.
potato jazz bar right there on Ventura.
Yeah, have you
There's
been
a
to the
baked potato jazz
It's
bar.
really old. Yeah, and they,
And they
only
play
sell baked
actual
potatoes.
I
jazz
love
music.
baked potatoes.
Me too.
But is the outside crispy like a British jacket potato, or is it just like
I
a
haven't
regular?
been to that one yet.
Okay.
But I do go to Baked Potato Fridays, the taco stand at
Oh, on Victory Vineland.
Victory and Vineland on Fridays. They do giant baked potatoes and they just fill it with
Giant
taco stuff.
BPs. Speaking of things to look forward to,
hard.
what do we hope for? I, for one, am thrilled we get a full another year of promos and interviews and looks and a whole nother movie.
What an interesting take.
I'm so thrilled. I don't want this to be over. I feel like this is a magical time.
Don't you feel nice that like everyone else in the world now is getting to like see what we've been obsessed with for
Yes.
like 20
Yeah,
years?
and it's working. Everyone like really
Everyone's
likes
really
it.
liking it.
Because it's brilliant. Listen, there are certain things that don't hold up. Rent is one of those.
Oof.
Okay?
AIDS?
It was its thing at the time. And then it just didn't hold up. This holds up because it's brilliant. Steven Schwartz,
It's
you put your whole
timeless. It's
pussy in it.
beloved characters.
The wizard will see you
But
now.
let me tell you this.
The
Put
wizard
some
will
respect
see
on
you
that line.
NT.
Can I say this way? Yes.
Natural.
I would love to have more. I'd love to have more Wicked. However, the second act of Wicked
That's the worst part.
is such a downer, and it drags like a motherfucker.
And they shoehorn it, but
there's
also
no
but the
light.
music in the
There's
second
no
act is
light.
really good.
Listen,
No good deed.
and they're
For
putting.
good.
They put a little bit hints of new things in here. The balloon, the this, the that.
But
I think in
you
the
think the
I think
second
in the
one's gonna
second
be-
movie is going to be like lots of new stuff.
Well, because the first, I think you might be right, because the first movie, I think they were trying to pay homage and like keep it,
Get everyone on
get
board.
everyone on board, and then the
And
second
then
movie
they're
they
gonna
can be a little
make it
They can
weird.
get weird.
Well, they got to do something because
the second
act
act
is
drag,
sad.
it is
It is
truly
sad.
the darkest act.
You've
Yeah.
all seen Life is Beautiful, though. We love a drama.
But I don't know if I could do 3 hours of a drama.
I
It's like-
can if it's
Oh, the
this
Holocaust
team.
movie?
Yeah.
That was the first thing that came to your mind?
Well, it's beautiful.
I want you to unpack that in therapy.
Actually have to pack my whole life up again because I'm moving again.
Again?
Yes.
Yeah, the fourth time in 2.5 years.
Why? The ants?
Turns out the landlord, the owner, wants to move his family back in.
And
I
he's-
hate
and-
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But the place that they're looking at is
the two
right-
places that
right
we're
over
looking
here.
at are really good.
Like houses?
Well, they're like townhomes.
Oh, I love
One's
that.
a house.
One is
I
right
want
by
a
the coffee
house.
bean.
One's
Me
right by the
too.
coffee.
That's our next.
Because I have a townhouse and it's nice, but it's like, I want a
You're
backyard.
not moving anytime soon, right? Because I need to be
No,
near
no,
you,
no,
and
no.
I'm just
We don't
getting
have
to
any
be
money.
near you.
Let's finish up Wicked Talk. Overall, score it 1 to 10.
Oh my
10
God.
being the best, 1 being Michelle Yeoh's singing. What did you think of this movie?
It's a 10.
I think
a
it's a
perfect
10.
I think it's an 11. Whoa.
Whoa! An 11. Knock my head.
Knock your head off. And that's what the Wicked movie will do. Now, listen, this was not sponsored, but we will take free Wicked merch if you have it.
And we'll be
I want
at
the makeup
and we'll
kit.
be at the previews, the premieres next year if you want.
Yeah,
us.
and
we'll
this
make
time-
full looks. We'll
you
do
got
it.
invited, didn't you?
This time I'll answer the email, yeah.
You got invited. There
Yeah,
you go.
I didn't answer the email. Some gay guy
Yeah.
at Universal
Yeah.
knows what's up, and I love you for that. Send me the invite again, and I'll
love
bring
you,
these
gay
two.
guy.
I thought they just spurned you.
And I'll go. No, I just didn't read the email. But I was gonna go dressed as Dorothy because no one else
would've been
did that.
so cute.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Venus did.
Who?
Venus from Canada's Drag Race.
No one
she
knows what
looked
that show
amazing.
is. No one watches that.
It's good.
Not her. We still have to finish it. We just abandoned it. We do need to finish
Well,
it.
we don't finish
Anything.
That's our thing. That's our brand.
And maybe they won't finish Wicked.
We like to
we'll never
edge
get a
people.
second part.
We like to edge people.
It's already
no,
filmed.
we're getting.
Wait,
It's
they
already
already filmed
filmed.
it?
They already filmed it. They
them
filmed
both
it all
at the same time.
John IMHO.
That's
For
Are
good.
you kidding me, Darby? That's why they were all there
Why'd
for
you
so
say it
long.
like that?
They were filming for like a year.
Guess what? And when the writer's strike
Oh, we didn't
happened,
even bring up Bowen Yang.
He was amazing.
we can talk about. I loved him. I loved that they knew
I love
the right
him.
thing to do, which is just to let him do his thing.
Yeah.
Oh, when he
had to have
when he
ad-libbed
was like
most of
enroll here often. And
Yes.
it was so
That was
hot.
so
it was so
good.
cute. I love that Fiero's bi-coded.
Fierce bi-coded, but Glenda's gay.
Glenda's
Glenda's
a
Glenda's
lesbian.
les-coded. She's lipstick lesbian wizard.
Which Kristen Chenoweth has also said, since Ariana said in an interview
Yeah.
that she felt it as well. Kristen also
you-
said
do
she
you-
always felt
Bowen
it.
did
Kristen
so
Chenoweth is
good.
like, but me too. Whatever she said, but also me, I was there. I originated the role.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. If you haven't seen Wicked, you should not have watched this because we definitely ruined it for you.
Yeah.
And just as a reminder, Fierro is
Is
the
the
scarecrow,
Scarecrow.
and Bach is the Tin Man.
And the
the
lion that
lion
they
is the
saved is
cowardly-
the cowardly lion.
It is Simba.
But I understand why it's cowardly.
Yeah, because he
Yeah, they
he
had to
was
save
beaten
it. It
as a
was so
child, and then they
scary.
saved him, and then left him in the
I love that they
woods.
introduced cages. They were like, and we've invented this thing called a cage. Well, what did you use before? before.
And what did they put
You've
in their
never
They
had to
cocks?
didn't
put
trap animals
But you
before.
didn't ever have to put anything in a cage? They don't have jail?
Their cocks.
Thank you, Meatball, for being with us.
Thank you so much for
Meatball.
having me. This was so fun.
Spiciest meatball on Instagram.
Yeah.
And
We
what
don't
else?
need to do that.
Did you
Everyone
Blue
that watches
Sky?
this knows that.
No,
Oh, I
need to
did just get a
in the
Blue
habit.
Sky, and fuck you to the guy that was impersonating me for like a week. Everyone thought I was on there being fucking weird, but it wasn't me. So
I would love that if someone would do one for me. I don't want to do it.
We better
I think
start
it's
ours now so no one takes
Meatball
ours.
the
started
drag
mine.
queen
You
or something.
did?
Look it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you making one right
Oh,
now?
wait, we have to do a whoa.
Wait, yeah, we didn't even talk
have to
about
do a
her.
si-
Did you like that change?
Let's do a sign off.
I loved that. I loved that.
I loved it.
change.
Wait.
And I love that she kind of.
Wait. That's my line.
Down. What were you saying? Blue Sky? You're making an account?
Yeah.
I made an account and I was kind of
Does
keeping
it
it a
have its
secret.
own app or?
No, it's just online. But you can make any website an app on
Yes,
your
it's
phone.
an app.
There's an app?
Yes.
Oh, I've just been logging in through the Safari.
You can also do that, but there is an app.
I don't like the way you're talking down to me.
Well, I think what you said was insane. I think that's a crazy thing to say.
Very Kristen Chenoweth. I'm not like tech savvy on like any of that stuff. Like emailing and stuff is so hard for me.
I told her to export something as a PDF, and she said,
I can
"What?"
do that.
I still need your help with that, actually.
And I'll do it. I'll do it. Are you taking a profile picture for Blue Sky right now?
In a witch's hat?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel witchy.
Yeah, you give witch vibes.
Oh, what are my interests? Animals?
Wait.
No.
Come.
I know. What,
Remember when you used to say that?
she doesn't say it anymore.
I know.
I think it's because she's getting it in real
Now
life
because I get
now.
it. Yeah.
I have to be honest with you. We should go out sometime or like go do something with her boyfriend. You would love him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
very funny. He's
I've
like
stalked
a
him on the
stoner
internet.
cutie. Oh, really?
He's kind of gay.
Can I tell you this since we're in the credit chat?
Yeah.
He texted me today and he said, I have a big pimple on my ass. Will you please pop it for me? And I don't like that stuff.
Romantic.
But I'm going to.
That's so kind of
He
you.
bought me a Twix last night. So I'll pop whatever pimples he wants.
That's kind of easy, huh?
Wait, what?
For a Twix?
He bought you a Twix? Do you know how much food I bought you? You've never popped anything on me.
I
Come
popped
here right now.
my pussy on
I was
you.
going to say, pop that pussy on.
Well, that was a punishment. I meant a reward. You used to have a lot of pubes. You know what? This is how I knew.
Pubes?
This is how I knew that she was finally happy in her own body. It's because she doesn't have giant bush anymore. There was a moment we were on a cruise.
On a cruise, you don't drink anything but alcohol. So
Yeah.
maybe this is why. I don't really remember this, but go ahead.
I can't remember if it was like your towel dropped or you. Oh, you were putting on your underwear. We were in like one room because they put us in the bowels of the boat.
Yeah.
No
so, like,
windows.
With the fake
no
window?
windows.
It was as
We
big
didn't
as
have
this.
that.
Oh, I one time stayed on one with a fake window and it freaked me out more.
Oh, I never want to go on a cruise again.
Nope.
She was trying to put her underwear on under her towel, and then when the towel fell, before the underwear had gotten fully up, I saw the pubes coming out of the sides. You know, like coming
Oh,
out.
like in the Sex and the City, the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
That's a lot
Miranda.
of pubes.
It was a lot of pube, but she doesn't have that anymore.
Can I
so
tell
know
you?
she's happy.
Whenever you're trans, but before you
Whenever I
transition,
see trans people, less trans than
you're
I.
really sad, and what
Let's
that
face
means,
it.
like your body hygiene is. My body hygiene was bad. My fashion was bad.
Say that again.
My body hygiene was bad. My fashion was
Wait,
bad.
say that.
Your
Part again?
hygiene was bad?
No, I don't think it picked it up. Can you say my body? Say that again. My body hygiene. What was it?
My body hygiene was bad. My
Yeah.
fashion was bad.
Oh, well, yeah. There's
I
like
just
that's a
didn't
huge sign of
care.
depression. If you're like someone who doesn't shower for a week or something, it's like, yeah, that's dark.
Okay.
And I worry about when my friends start to stink. I'm like, please tell me you went to the gym today or what's going on in your life.
Wow. Please tell me you went to the gym today. Is the first thing you say?
Well, because like
That's a personal
hopefully
attack.
they are
Oh, they're
stinky
stinky
because
'cause
the
of
sweat.
gym.
Yeah.
I hiked 4 times this week.
What should my blue sky be?
Raheem just invited me out to go hike, and I literally was like, "So you're calling me fat?"
I feel like people network hiking here.
I was like,
loved
"Take me out to
I love
dinner."
it. I love
Who's
it.
Raheem?
He's a gay porn star.
Love him.
Love his work.
Hot.
Proud of him.
What should I have for my first blue sky? What do we call these? Messages? Send outs?
Skeets?
Can you skeet something
Blue
out?
skeets?
Well, we're doing something
You
wicked.
should just write that. Say, "What do you call these?"
Do a selfie with us. We're all
Okay,
together as a
okay.
group, as a
Okay, but you
family.
can't say, "What do you call these?" and then take a selfie with them.
Okay, ready?
Oh, you're covering my eyes? You're erasing me?
Hold space.
1, 2, 3.
I love bangs. I think I'm going to only start wearing bangs.
I love bangs. Do you have the clip ones?
I ordered a bunch of them from, what's her name in Australia?
Who? Oh, Vanity?
Vanity. She just had a huge sale on Friday.
On bangs?
On everything.
Wait, she makes clip-in bangs?
In every
I should've
color.
bought stuff. Can I tell? I want to thank you publicly, and I want people to know this. That wig that everyone compliments me on whenever I wear it, so I don't wear it a lot. The long, big blonde that just came out of the bag like that.
Oh, from
San Francisco.
Laundry Time. Wigs by Tips.
Wigs by Tips. I get compliments on that all the time, and it was because I wanted something that I could just like throw on and go. And I've done that a couple times. It's a great travel wig.
It's
for that
perfect
reason.
for
But
that.
I asked
Well,
you.
I should order another one, actually.
I asked you where you got it, and you were like, "Oh, it's great. You're not gonna regret it. It's 300 density, like it's humongous."
Yeah.
And every time I wear it, I get such compliments.
I
So
should
thank
buy
you.
I did style
So
the
thank
bangs.
you.
I did style
You
the
did, yeah.
bangs.
Thank
Oh,
you
you
for
put
that.
bangs on it?
No. She just didn't like the part, so I made it
yeah.
different. And
The part's a
I
little
just
harsh in the
the
front,
part's a
but
little-
it's a hard front.
You
I will
look like
tell
a
you-
housewife in that.
I did have to go in with little tiny scissors, and I cut out some of the hairs just to leave a little.
It's
lace.
very dense in
It's
there.
very She has a short
Everyone,
one now that I want.
follow me on Blue Sky.
I want a
called
bob.
Gladys.
Should I start just wearing bobs and bangs? I'm thinking about just doing like one hairstyle, like a lady bunnying it.
Don't you kind of do that now?
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
but that
of
one's
going.
big and blonde and it's hard to travel with and it always comes unglued.
Well, what do you want to do?
Bangs.
I'm thinking of going.
Bangs, bitch.
I'm thinking of going more
can paint
updos and like
faster with
ponytails. I like myself in that vibe, and they're easier to maintain.
A
I feel.
ponytail?
Like updos, like Bianca Del Rio style.
Oh yeah, I see
yeah.
that for you.
Yeah,
Bianca loves to like build them on her head. Have you watched a video
Yes.
of her
I
doing?
love it.
and she like
I think it's
washes
like, wouldn't
them
it be
weekly.
easier to
No, I
do
love
it on a head?
fucking
Like
love
you could
it.
see the back.
Yeah, but she makes more money than we could ever hope to.
Oh God, she's a millionaire.
Can I tell you something that I thought was so nice?
Some titties. Did you make this?
I made this.
This is really nice.
Thanks. I put.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I worked
made
really
it.
hard.
Princess.
She
Theme and
made it to
everything.
watch the movie.
I made it to watch the movie, and I also just wanted a black dress like
Simple
this.
black
There's
dress.
a company called The Pretty Dress, and they have this dress, and it has like bows you can type here, so you can wear it all different ways. I desperately wanted it. It doesn't come in my size, so I was like, I'm just gonna try and make it. It's just a circle skirt with like a princess theme bodice, and I worked real hard, and I figured
A
it out.
princess theme is
It's not
hard.
my favorite, but it's hard if
great.
you don't have a dress form.
I could get you a dress for him. I got a sack of potatoes.
I have one, but I figured out how to do it with a bodice block. Have you ever worked with a bodice block?
I don't know what that is. What I did was I went to this place
I
called.
forget that you sew.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I made one that's
Why
a
do you make
replica
the stuff
of my
you
body.
make? Oh,
You can go to Bootstrap Fashion and like put in your measurements, and then they send you a
and they send you a
pattern.
pattern.
You
and
can
then I
also
made
use
that
duct
and then just
tape.
stuffed it. Oh yeah, that's the easier way. Duct tape.
Yeah.
Put your body
this is
on
a
and duct
this
tape.
is a it's a 2D, it's like a pattern
Why do you
piece
make
of
the stuff you
paper.
make?
oh, you heard
When
that?
she said, I forget that you sew.
I thought
Why
your
do you make the
Amazon
stuff
wig
you
got in the
make?
way.
This wig, I'm returning it too.
No,
I bought it for this. I'm returning this.
Did
into
you really?
Yes.
Oh, it's really cute.
No, it's not.
I mean, with the hat, it's
not
cute. I like the curl. I don't know how to do that kind of curl,
Well, she didn't do it.
I didn't. Yeah.
but there's not an easy way to recreate this on synthetic.
Okay.
The beachy way.
Were there any final wicked thoughts that we forgot? Do you want to do the sing along? I would love to.
I'm gonna do it.
Well,
I think maybe
I'll
maybe that one we should rent out the theater because it'll be cheaper.
Could you
I rented
imagine?
out a theater. I rented out the Alamo Draft House, but then I had to cancel it because I had to pay for my cat's surgery.
How much was it?
It was a lot because it was opening night that I was trying to do it.
Oh,
but it's
got
only $700 if it's just like any other time.
We should do that.
Yeah, and so if everyone just like it seats 50 people, if everyone brings $15, but there's a cheaper one
Where?
called Look Cinema in Glendale, and that one's like $500 to rent out.
I love Glendale.
I do too,
I love
it's
their
pretty.
mall.
That's a great mall.
It is a great mall.
It's just the Grove, but like
Yeah.
over here.
well, except the Grove always is just so fucking packed.
Malls are kind of like the emerald cities of our childhood. Do you know in the book, The Wizard of Oz, the city's not really emerald. He makes everyone wear green glasses.
Yeah, that's why they wear green glasses in the musical.
Yeah, as a nod.
Did you notice that the silver slippers that Nessa was wearing?
Yeah, and the heels are like
Is it still
Tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the heels are a little
Paul Tazewell. Let's talk about the costumes. The costumes are
Crazy.
They were
incredible.
insane.
All of them. Even the Munchkin Land. I was like, oh, I want the Munchkin Land's outfits. Like,
Yes, they were all
everything.
amazing.
You know the one that made me fucking
Paul
crave
Tazewell.
my jeans?
Please.
Popular.
Yeah.
Her robe.
Her robe.
Popular.
I was trying to figure out how did they make
she
that.
do it? He do it. Them do it.
This is another hill I die on. I was so fucking.
I wish you'd finally pick one.
Well, I won't die on a hill because then you'd roll down and you might
No,
hit
you're dying in a
someone.
ravine.
Yeah, you'll be like J-Lo.
You're dying in a ravine.
Yeah. His chin is a hill. Yeah. And
When he fell down the hill.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, I didn't know about that. He defied gravity the other way.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Jay Leno.
Jay Leno.
He fell. Did he?
No, he
'Cause
looks like he got beaten up.
He said he fell down at the Hampton Inn. You're a billionaire and you stay at the Hampton Inn?
That's why
how you
rich people stay rich because they're so cheap.
But also he was there for a car show and it was happening in that hotel.
Do you ever go to car night at the Big Boy in
Oh,
No,
Big
and
Boy.
every time I try to go over to Bob's
We
Big Boy,
went, and it was fucking.
It
not on
was
purpose,
so.
not on
I
purpose.
accidentally got them there on a busy night. The
is the
costumes.
food good? Because the line
Yes.
is always so long. Okay.
I like it.
There used to be an umami burger across the street, and I would eat there.
We went on a bad night.
We did have a bad.
It's classic diner food. It's like fine, but their
I will
dessert
say
is
I
really
love their
good.
salads. You know the diner salads where the plate is cold and wet because the salad's been in the refrigerator and it comes out and you know there's so much condensation and you're like, why is my salad so wet? I love that.
I love it.
Okay,
It's like a martini.
Sorry, were you saying something?
Just that the costumes were incredible, and I hated the costumes in like Phantom of the Opera. I thought they were shitty. Into the Woods is the worst costumes I've ever seen.
Her Cinderella dress made me want to.
I wanted to. Yeah, it was horrible.
What did I want to do?
Into the Woods?
Into the
James
Woods, the film
Corden.
with James Corden
Aren't
and
you so
Anna
happy
Kendrick.
he wasn't in this
Yes.
movie?
I honestly think they had him in there, and then they
And then the
switched him
public
because
was
the
like,
public was
hates him so much.
Didn't he move back to the UK? He was like, I'm done with America.
probably.
I think everyone figured it out.
I think he and Ellen both were like, "We get it."
I think Ellen had to fall so that James Corden could. And I'm happy for that.
Good news!
They're dead. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Wicked's in theaters now.